Oop, hang on. Plugged in. Hey there, everyone. I think I'm live. I think I am live. I had to jump through a couple of hoops. Oh, jeez. Headphones are mad tangled. I had to jump through some hoops. I wanted to try one of the, you set like a broadcast ahead of time. You say, oh yeah, I'll be live at this time. And I did that on a different computer. So that generated a different stream key. So I needed to get a new one. But this one did use that link. So everything did work out. It was just very confusing to get to this point. Oh geez, oh man, really excited about this. Really surprised they got the shiny Latios in a netball. That's the craziest part to me, is I actually managed that part, getting it in a hard to get ball. Very cool, and it matches. It looks good. I should probably take the lid off. Did I save at the Pokemon Center? I suppose we'll find out. I suppose we will find out together. There we go, it seems I did. Chrono. So this is, as I mentioned before, maybe I mentioned before, I might have earlier today, this is not my Sapphire, this is a friend of mine's, my best friend in real life, his Sapphire, he let me borrow it. And I said, if I do find it and it's on yours, I will clone this Latios just for you, just to give him an equivalent. So that's the first thing we're going to do, is just real quick go step over. I'm also going to need an EXP share. Do I still have that one guy holding one? Yes, you're still holding one. Perfect. And I don't think I have a Volbeat on here. I was looking for a Volbeat that I wanted to raise to level 100. I guess plugging in is it's not going to take that long. It needs to be on this one. So the reason that we need him is because we need an EXP share holder to sap some EXP from this Latios. 9,500. It should be fine. I've leveled guys up to level 50, or that are level 50. No problem. It's not that tough. I'd mentioned before, I'm very superstitious about cloning, and actually listening to the way Twisted Motive talks about it, I'm starting to wanting to shy away from cloning. I'm starting to think maybe I shouldn't do it as much, and I try not to. I feel like the times where I break that rule is for setting up smear goal across multiple games. If I'm shiny hunting in multiple games, which I usually am, I want to have a smear goal with the exact same moveset, so it's a lot more convenient to just, clone the one once I get his moveset. And a couple of other utility Pokemon, it's a lot easier to just clone a Shedinja than it is to go and catch some, but I'm starting to think maybe doing everything by the book is cooler. See, these are cloned Latioses. These guys I use for EXP grinding, because they just have Memento and they immediately turn 1 KO themselves, which is very cool, fun way to grind experience if you have a secret base with these guys. Yeah, should be. That should be fine. We're not calling anything else. No. Do I need anything else? I shouldn't. This is going to be like a very laid-back level up session for EVs, because I think I'm just going to do the most basic max speed, max special attack. Oh, I should get my IVs on screen somewhere. That would be wise. Which one is it? Is it you? Yeah, it's you. So what we do, we just change which picture you are. Go to the desktop, grab you. There we go. There's our shiny Latios. You know, we could actually go a little lower. We don't really need to know the hidden power. It's hidden power poison, which is funny. Good enough. Looks good enough to me. So now what we need to do is go into Emerald. How am I going to record this? This will work. I'm going to stick that fire red somewhere else. I had a different idea for a fun stream, but this the shiny Latios definitely surprised me, so I'm giving him the priority. It looks like I was record mixing last time. Alright, let's wander over. I have a flyer in my team. I do not. I'm in Verdant Turf. Why am I in Verdant? Oh, that's because I was record mixing. Sometimes I like to just drink in the music, just enjoy the atmosphere. I know I very much am preaching to the choir because everyone that follows me is a Gen 3 super fan, but I really do love just the look and the atmosphere and the feeling of these games. All right, get out of the way. Okay, so for those of you that are unaware, close your eyes. This is dark magic of Generation 3 being performed. Let's just stick you in your own folder. So to perform the glitch, this is what you do. You save in front of the PC. You open up the PC. You go in. You grab whatever it is you want to clone, and then you close the PC. You head on over to this gal, you talk to her, she says, oh, would you like to sign up for the multi-battle? You say yes. Would you like to do 50 or 100? You say 50. You can do 100, it doesn't matter. Okay, and then when you're at this prompt right here, this part is important. What I like to do is press A to confirm, but keep holding A, and then just start pressing B, start select, so like this. And the game just instantly resets as soon as that pulls up, and I've never failed it doing it this way. Never, never. Maybe there's a better, a specific timing if you're really good, but this way has just been very consistent for me. And because I actually need to clone this Latios twice, we're just going to save here again. Do the exact same thing. Pull you out. Whoa, there's already a Latios in my party. How did that get there? What does that mean? Talk to you. Yes, I would like to sign up. Alright, that's, yep. Do this. Do that. There we go. And now that I just said, I'm starting to think we shouldn't clone as much. Here I am doing clones immediately, but it's alright. You guys understand. So, one of these Latios, I'm really just going to try experimenting. There is a arbitrary code thing I set up in my Fire Red, and apparently you can lower Pokemon's level, so I kind of want to see if there's anything funny you can do with Latios, but I'm not planning on keeping that one. Well, he's going into the file with Ace, so there's a high chance he just gets glitched out and he's gone forever. One of them will be mine, and one of them I'm going to leave on that Sapphire. What should we call him? Should I use his username? He's not part of the Gen 3 community, really. Besides when he's, talking to me. This is what we could use Fire Red for. This is perfect. This is one of the miracles of analog TV. I can just switch over. Oh, did that not boot up? No, it booted up. Weird. When I change channels, does it get messed up? No. Weird. I wonder if it was just slow. Alright, so we're not actually going to be playing Fire Red. This is just something to put on screen briefly while I am fiddling with Pokemon Box to get the Latios onto the file that we're going to be doing all this work. Because we got a lot to do. We got to EV train, and it's going to be a little bit slow because it's got to be switch training. We need to minimize experience. I'll go take a peek, see how much I get from killing a single Spinda or a single Slugma. Because if it's low, we could use them. Well, I guess for them we have to. It's the speed. The speed I want to use low-level guys. Okay, so we'll take the two Latios, the one that I'm going to train, which I'm going to nickname right away, and then the Latios I'm just going to leave one. Let's get some of these Pokemon I stuck on here off. I had a couple of item fairies to help out with this shiny hunt. We could do that too. I'd mentioned to a friend of mine, Turbo, he's doing this shiny hunt as well, and I thought it would be cool to show him very specifically what my setup was. But unfortunately, this is the wrong Sapphire, because this is the one that caught it. And maybe later, if this EV session goes quick. I don't think it will, though, because we're switch training. Switch training always takes a long time. It should be good. A nice little Fire Red intermission. Turn on the Super Nintendo with the Sapphire in. So as you can see my my IVs on screen, I think it is a bit of a fool's errand to try and give myself some bulk. The only thing I've considered is hitting a certain speed benchmark. Now, I don't have it open right now, but I believe if I go max on speed, I can reach 137. I believe that's the max I can reach. Yeah, we'll give you the other one. I don't know if having two EXP shares lowers it even further, but we're probably going to have to switch train anyways. Let's start with nicknaming you, though. Let's remove your Soul Dew. Actually, since I clone stuff, you know what we'll do? We'll just throw this away. Goodbye. So let's start with nicknaming you. So I do have a nickname in mind already. When I caught my shiny Latios, I didn't really have a good idea. I kind of just winged it and said, well, let's just name her Sayla, as that's the name of one of the characters in Mobile Suit Gundam, the first one, and that was an anime I was watching at the time. So for those of you that are familiar with that series, excuse me, you might know that Char is a rather appropriate name for Latios. So we'll just name him Char. It's not like the most fitting name, but I really couldn't think of anything better, so we'll roll with Char. Okay, next up, do we have Pokerus on this file? Not in this party. We don't have Pokerus. I don't want to have to turn the Wii back on, though. Do we have Poker? Oh, yeah, we do. Alright, Wailord, you're coming with me. Let's get you two out of here. We also don't really need Smeargle right now. Pikachu we definitely need. Yeah, we could... Do we need HMs? I don't think so. Do we need it to surf at all? Probably not. Electrike, Q-Stand, no chance. Wow, Wailord's back sprite's hilarious. What are these moves? Okay, that didn't affect them. It did, immediately. Ooh, perfect. Alright, next up we need Macho Brace. Choice bands. Oh, we're gonna need you. 9. Oh, no, not you. We need you. We need you. Nugget, I'll take that. Did you not get the choice bands? Somebody holding it? Well, none of my guys. Somebody holding the Macho Brace? So I missed the quarter. And Executor with Rare Candy. Okay, no one's... It's not in the bag. I know it's not in here. We also are gonna need more drugs. Gotta pump our guy full of drugs. If I have to fight the win straights, I am just gonna connect another game and trade over a Macho Brace. There's no way I'm fighting the win straights. He fought the win... No, did he just not... Do you have to talk to him? Hey. Challenge the league. You're the first trainer, you're the best. Talk to you. Alright, that's the hierarchy of who's good when it comes to battles. Okay. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna have to get a Macho Brace. Time for Pokemon news. Ooh, Surskit outbreak. That's cool. Glad I checked the news. It's probably gonna go away because it's 10:55 right now. Once midnight hits, it's probably gonna go away. All right, we're gonna have to trade in a Macho Brace. That is very cool and very good. We'll do it. We won't need to connect to box though. It's probably gonna be slower this way. What do we trade off? Yeah, Zubat will do. Oh no, we'll do the you Houndour, which I did have to trade in. I brought in this Houndour. It's always cool to see some of the centers have trainers up here. Well, you know what? It probably is faster to just go to box. Yeah, it probably is. All right, this is what a scuffed. You guys tell I was not prepared to be streaming tonight and trying to do EV training on a specific game. I thought this would be so easy. We just say, yeah, we'll stream because it's easy to EV train once we're in. I didn't think about the prep work. I just assume everybody has a macho brace on their file because that's, regular. And look at that. Look at how perfect that is. We'll trade over the Volbeat, and the Volbeat will have a macho brace. Then we give the EXP share to the Volbeat, and then we're good. Okay, I'm going to be disconnected from the mic for a minute, so just hang on. You'll see what's happening. Where is the link cable that works with the working cable? Not a good sign. Well, that's a little concerning. I actually... Yeah, genius. Why don't you plug the headphone back in? All right, so that was a little bit weird. I think you guys saw there was an error message, which that's not a good sign when you're trading. But I immediately booted up Emerald, and it said, that the save file was fine, and I booted up Sapphire, and save file was fine. So I'm not so sure why there was a link error, besides the fact that it's a very bootleg device that I connected to. So good news is that I didn't accidentally wipe 2 save files. Bad news, yeah, we have to plug in a box to do all the trade. All this just for a macho brace? Well, it does speed up. Anyways, I was saying at one point, I was considering dropping speed, but I don't know the battle tower, the battle frontier speed tiers that well. I guess there is a spreadsheet or something. No, but I don't think I'd have it bookmarked anywhere. I think there's a big graph that could tell me what reaches what speed tiers. Actually, hang on, we're gonna do something cool at the end. I'm gonna bring you along. Just for a little bit of fun. Just for a bit of fun. Yeah, let's not worry about it. It's not that hard to un-EV a Pokemon. It's a little annoying with a level 50 guy, and it'll be doubly so once I give the Sapphire back, because I'll be gaining boosted experience, but that's not a bad problem. That's not really a huge issue. And, like I said, there's that cool arbitrary code thing in Fire Red. Apparently there's going to be a way to D-level guys. There's going to be a way to D-level Pokemon, which I've always thought, like, that's really fascinating. I've always wanted some way to be able to take level 100s back down to 50 to bring them into the 50 tower. So that's cool. I wonder how like stable it is though. Would it glitch out experience? How does it work? I guess I'll be one of the testers trying to figure that out. How does this actually work? Yeah, I think we're good. Won't need you. There we go. I think we're golden. Is there anything else I want to leave on his file? I don't think so. At least not at this time. Can always change my mind. I did leave a little surprise on here for him, and I'm gonna give him just a little hint as to what it is. I think for you guys, anyone who actually stuck around watching this disaster, I might just do a single show off, a single little reset so you can see what I mean. All right. So I think we're actually good to go now. There we go. If I could find my there we are. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, we need one last thing. One last thing. Always forget you. Can't be forgetting the counter. Can't be forgetting that. What we need to do is we gotta enable it first. We gotta open you up. Hey, look at that. So we're gonna immediately apply 100 and then start going up by 4. So what's interesting about Latios is that because he's level 50, the way for him to get EVs, applied to him is by vitamins. You need to give him a vitamin for all of his stuff to get applied. So what that means is that when I have all of my EVs, I'm going to have to give him like a zinc or something so that all of his stuff just gets applied right away. Yeah, we don't need you. This should be fine. Do we have any money though? I feel like I burned through all of his money buying vitamins. Yeah, we got nothing. We could sell nest balls. So I got quite a lot. Net balls, excuse me. That's how much it took, by the way. I posted a screenshot at some point of how many I had before I started, and that's how many I have at the end. Right, he had a nugget. We're selling that nugget. Actually, we might sell some of the other vitamins. I feel bad trudging through someone else's save file, but also I did ask his permission. He said go ahead. So yeah, big pearls. We'll keep 1 iron, but we're selling those proteins. That ought to be enough. I should be able to get whatever I need with that. Did I just sell the iron? No, I left one in the PC. That's right. So we need 7 carbos and 5 calciums. Actually, I can see there's... I did bring these onto this file, so these were not here before. So we'll just call him B. B, yeah, he's my best friend in real life. He's letting me borrow his sapphire specifically for this shiny hunt. And over the years, I've shown him a lot of funny things with Pokemon. And this one, the Pikachu that has fly that you saw right there, that's like his absolute favorite. It's from some event distribution. Is it ANA? No, I think that's Sapporo. This is the Sapporo Pikachu. Apparently, back in the day, if you connected your Game Boy Advance game and were on a certain flight, you were just given a Sapporo Pikachu. You the vitamin seller? Maybe your friend. Whoa, did you guys see that? You see how that tile is messed up next to me? I've never seen that before. What is that all about? Is this one gonna get? No, it's not glitched because you can't see it. Okay, so how many did I need? I think I had 5 and 3. Okay, we need 5 calcium and then 3 carbos. No, is it the other way around? They're both with C, yeah. 5 calcium. Oh, we're not going to be able to afford it. No, I did buy calcium. Oh my goodness. It'd be nice if I could, like, pay attention when playing the game. So what do we got now? Yeah, so we got 10 and 5. So we need 5 for carbos. How much does a stack of net balls go for? That's pretty good. That's 10. Perfect. Yeah, is that one just glitched? Yeah, that tile right next to me in the doorway is glitched. That's so strange. Is there another gal close enough to the door? Because aren't these ones down at the bottom? No. Oh, but I can't talk to you. Is the doorway in frame? It's probably not in frame. No, it's covered. Man, that's funny. What about you? Nope. I'd never seen that before. I've been playing this game since it was new, and I've never seen that. I should test on my Japanese copies, see if that happens there. So this is another thing that I've been enjoying doing in Generation 3, because after all, Pokemon is a role-playing game. Oh, wait a minute. You won't let me go back? Because I caught Latios? Do we need to do it from Slateport? No, you could do it from here. Because I caught Latios, am I not allowed back on the Southern Island? That's funny. This is another cool Easter egg. You guys ever seen this before? Not Mr. Briny. Yeah, of course you want to talk to Pete. Go and talk to Mr. Briny. Oh, welcome aboard. You're the captain. Well, if there's anyone I trust to be the captain, it's you. Look at this, though. If you look out the window. And you can actually watch it. You can watch it the whole time, which is really cool. Yeah, if this doesn't work, we'll just EV wherever. I was gonna EV in front of the spot. Yeah, I'm not allowed. We're just not allowed to go there anymore. We're not allowed to go back to Latios' little island. I believe it's this island right here. Well, it doesn't matter too much. It's just a fun role-playing thing. Let's do special attack first, because that's going to require more EXP. Oh, I should see, what does Latios learn? Does he learn Calm Mind on his own? If he does, we may want to take that. Let's, I was jonesing the idea of a Dragon Dance set. I suppose I always have that option. And I have that the other clone one. Yeah, we could always change. We'll go with special attack for now. Not much point getting too crazy. Though we do have a really good attack stat. He's got a Thunderbolt. He's got 3 Earthquakes. 2 Toxics. I'm really tempted to steal this Calm Mind. If, no, we'll leave it for now. We don't need to worry about moveset for now. We're going to be relying on Surf for everything, though. Is Finn to have any annoying moves? I don't think so. This is a nice way to keep track of EVs. Just keep a Baton Pass user. Okay, so we get 25 uses. Very good. I equipped the Macho Brace, didn't I? I hope I didn't forget again. Yeah, 45 EXP, that's awesome. Yeah, you're wearing the Macho Brace. Yeah. So I've been experimenting a lot with the Clefairy I EV trained last stream. I EV trained a shiny Clefairy, and I wanted her to be a doubles lead. And she's actually been really good for it. I've been using my Latios, and my Latios is not very good. She's kind of got trash stats and is a brave nature, which is not good. But even with that, just getting 1 or 2 Calm Minds up, you can immediately start sweeping. So using a follow me lead and getting those Calm Minds it's very fun. It's a very fun strategy. I want to try it a little bit harder with Latios, who actually will have special attack investment and halfway decent stats, of course. But one secret tech, one thing that I really like using this strategy is I've been leading with Latios and the Clefable, the shiny Clefable, and turn 1 we use Follow Me, turn 2 we use turn 1 for Latios we use Calm Mind. A lot of physical attackers will see Latios is here and they will try to Shadow Ball her. And because of the fact that it's getting redirected over to Clefable, it's just a wasted turn. They will continue doing it. I've had the AI do it 3 times in a row before it all got swept. They will keep doing it, and that's really awesome. Another thing that's cool is that Fake Out seems to go off after Follow Me. So Fake Out seems to get redirected to the Follow Me Pokemon, which is very cool. Wow, I am not getting that many spin dust. Which is very nice. Another fun one has been using Follow Me when I'm already paralyzed, and a Porygon 2 was like so desperately trying to paralyze my Latias, but it couldn't because it kept paralyzing or trying to re-paralyze the Clefable. What are the odds different in Ruby and Sapphire? I feel like this route is always spinned 60% or like 70 or something. What's going on? Okay, so I gained 42. Let's try a non-switch trade. Let's try it this way. $85. Yeah, that should be fine. So I think the final moveset for this Latios. Well, I'm just shooting from the hip. I'm just shooting ideas. Obviously, if somebody has a good moveset that they want to suggest, please. But he's a special attacker, and his moveset's pretty fixed. You're essentially going to run a combination of Calm Mind or Recover as your status or your support move, maybe even both. And you're going to pick between a couple of attacks. You've got, of course, Dragon Claw and Psychic. Those are both stab, both very good in coverage. Dragon's an interesting one because Dragon has very few resistances, which is good, but it's also only super effective against one type, which is Dragon. So that's not so good. And Psychic is in a similar boat, where Psychic is good against a lot of types, but it's resisted, or dark types are immune. There's types that are immune to it, which is not good. That's like the reason Poison is kind of hard to use as a damage type in Gen 3, because as soon as you encounter a Steel type, you can't do anything. So those two are usually going to be on Latios. He basically always has some of those, sometimes both, maybe just one. Maybe you just want Dragon Claw because that's the better of the two. But then you get his other potential moves. You got Ice Beam and you got Thunderbolt, and both of those are very good. I think Surf is a underlooked one. I believe he can learn Solar Beam. Is there an item there? No. I believe he can learn Solar Beam, but setting up the sun is it's not the best strat for him. So that's what I'm trying to puzzle out, is what coverage for moves do I want. Because he doesn't get a fire move, which kind of blows. Kind of sucks not having a fire move. Just real quick with the calculator. Is this going to mess anything up? No. So I've done, what, 15 surfs, so yeah, of course that's 60, so yeah, easy, easy. We're on pace. Second? Oh, that's recover. That's a nice spinner pattern. I like that one. I feel like I've seen that one hundreds of times, though. But I guess that's the trick with Spinda, is that there's so many just slight variations that a lot of Spindas will just look identical to each other. Sandshrew being on this route is something I often forget. I know there's slight roster differences between Ruby and Emerald, and that's one of them. Is Sandshrew is not he's not here in Emerald. Instead, it's Slugma. You can run into Slugma, which I think is a little bit redundant because you can also find Slugma in the Fiery Path. Yeah, because this is a guy I'm gonna have to give a vitamin at the end. I'm trying to make like triple sure I'm not ever missing an EV. I want to make sure I get it right because well, he's not really, it's not that much harder than any other Pokemon, but because I can't ever gain experience, otherwise I'm banned from the level 50 tier, I just want to make sure I do it correctly. But I always like to end it by giving him the effort ribbon. You go talk to the gal in Slateport, she gives you the effort ribbon when you're maxed out on EVs, which is very cool. It's a nice way to know that I did everything. This Pokemon has all its EVs applied. It's one I EV trained. I'm sure as a kid I had no idea what to do, because the tip she gives you is, oh, you just have to go for it a little bit harder, which, like, what on earth does that mean? Do I need to be a certain level? Do I need to have learned my last move? Do I need to be fully evolved? Do I need to beat the Elite 400 times? Like, what does that mean? That's something I like a lot about these games. They have, like, little hints, and they kind of allude to certain ideas without really telling the player what to do, and I think that's very cool. JG, good job on the Latios. Looks epic. Thank you. I'm very excited. It was not the longest hunt ever. It was probably only 2 weeks, a week and a half, but it was about 4,000, and it was fun though. It was a good one. I would suggest it if you have access to the Eon Ticket Island, Southern Island. It's just a casual soft reset. It was pretty fun. Pretty good time. It sucks that my hidden power isn't a good type because it's always like a neat move for your shiny Pokemon, but you know, that's how it goes. I always like doing that too. If you rock the D-pad and you're like a little bit careful, I don't really understand how it works. How the game is like checking you're pressing left for 2 frames and now we start moving, or how it decides that. But you can sort of like sit in place and spin around sometimes, like that. Like I don't take steps. And it's actually easier to do on a real Game Boy. But I always thought that was funny because it's a universal. You can do that in all the Gen 3 games. It's not like a weird little bug. Well, maybe it's a bug. Sandshrew again. If those were Slugma, you can KO those for special attack. It was the right call. Emerald made the right choice. Because you can also find Sandshrew over in the desert, so why is he here? Whoa, massive spot on the Spinda. That would have been so cool if they'd attempted Spinda again, like using the DS tech, so they could have like multiple patterns, or you know what I mean? Like if the spot could be a diamond, or if the spot could be more distinctly a thin oval, or like even a star or something, that'd be really cool. You know, I guess they could have done that in Gen 3. I'm sure because it's Game Freak, and Game Freak does everything in the most insane way possible, but it seems like with more advanced tech, they could do something like Spinda that truly is way more unique. Because I think there's what, like 4 billion Spinda or 4 gajillion. There's a whole bunch, but really, a bunch of them have identical patterns. So I think with a game with more advanced hardware, they probably could attempt a Spinda concept. and actually flesh it out a little more. I'm fine with the Spinda's implementation, though. I think it's a very unique Pokemon, and I'm kind of glad it's not a good competitive guy. I'm kind of glad that he's not used at high level, because he just gets to have this like unique thing about him, is that he has like spots that move around, and that's funny. That's cool. Okay, almost there. Speed is an interesting one, because speed is slightly easier in Ruby. Oh, whoops. You got one route, or one gimmick, between Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. In Emerald, a lot of the Zigzagoon Pokemon, like you're on route whatever, and Zigzagoon has a chance of spawning, well, that turns into a Poochyena. So because of that, there's a route early on where Zigzagoon and Wingull are both very common, but when that turns into Poochyena in Zigzagoon, immediately it's nowhere near as good. Because now you're going to be running into attack EVs, which for us we don't want. Alright, this should be the last Spinda. I did everything right. Okay, so just to be sure, what we do is we save, we apply our Carbos. Because as you see, what are we at? 160, I believe? Well, we'll be a little higher because I applied all of my calcium, so we're at 173. We juice up on our Carbos, and now I should be at something higher. 194. That's pretty damn good. I'll check really fast to make sure that is correct. I think it is, though. I don't think I did anything wrong. Which does mean I will know for sure if I'm at 11 or 13. No, that's speed. That's for my speed. That one I'm not going to know until I'm done EV training. So if I'm a Latios and I'm level 50 and my special attack is 22, the max I can reach is 177. However, for quiet nature, it goes to 194, so I was correct. 194. That means we did it right. Alright, let's reset you down to 100. And now let's load up on speed. The rare time you need to go to Oldale. That's the closest route. Let's get our moves back so I know my counter. Yeah, 17. What is it without the EXP shares? It's a little bit higher. I'm not that concerned with that. As long as we're not gaining hundreds of experience per KO, it should be fine. Whoa, you don't fall down on that tile? That's funny. You can just go back and forth. That tile's not going to move the player. Again. Not again. This is turning into a satire. I swear this road's actually good for speed. It is. I'm just getting terrible luck with pooches. Oh my goodness. I don't think in all my years playing Generation 3 I've ever had a pooch on my team. I've had Zigzagoon a bunch. Linoon's pretty cool, and having a pickup is just awesome. Now whenever I play through Ruby, if ever I need to set up a file for a shiny hunter just to quickly... Oh my... If ever I need to set up a shiny hunter, just like speed through the game, I'll usually do a team of 3, and then have 3 Zigzagoons who are constantly rolling pickup, which is just awesome. It's so fun having the constant pickup of rare candies, and what are the other ones you get that are really good? You get HP up, and you get protein. I think he can get revive too. I know he gets a hyper potion. Just like awesome. Just constantly rolling really nice items. Very fun. Very fun way to play through Hoenn again. It's not as good in Emeralds. It is still good, but the thing is that your pickup is tied to your level. So if you're like, say, level, well, you can't be level 0, but like up to level 10, you're part of one threshold of items, then through the next one, so like 11 to 20, you're part of another tier of items. So because of that, you would need to train all the way up to level 100 to get to the absolute best items, but pickup still only goes off like 10% of the time, so not as good as it is in Ruby and Sapphire. But there are unique items. I think you can get leftovers and earthquake and some other good stuff that you can't in Ruby. I was also considering going for a Salac berry, a Salac Endure Latios as a way to quell our bad speed. Or less than ideal speed, where speed is definitely still good. We're gonna be outspeeding a lot of Pokemon in the Frontier, despite a minus speed nature and 11 or 13 as our stat. But I think with max investment, because I checked this today when I was at work, I think max investment, if we're 11, we'll get 136, and if we're 13, we'll get 137. I don't really know how relevant that is. I'm not as familiar with the very specific speed stats of Pokemon in there. My general idea is that I think Latios is a 110 speed. I believe. I think he's a 110 speed, so we're down speed nature. So there's no way we're outspeeding base 100s if they have even a little bit of investment. My Zapdos, who is modest, has perfect speed, and I maxed out his speed, and he is 152. So we're not even coming close to that. But the good news is that I think we will outspeed most, like, base 80s, unless they're speed nature and fully invested in it. It's very different the way the Game Freak approved EV spreads are versus the Smogon approved sets that people will just run. You'll see people running max speed Skarmory. So it's harder to gauge. I don't really know what speed threshold I should go for, but since this Latios is pretty squishy, I think it makes the most sense to go max speed, max special attack. And we'll just have to choose our coverage. I'm pretty sold on Ice Beam. I'm thinking Ice Beam, Dragon Claw, Psychic. We could do Luster Purge. What's the deal? It lowers special defense, right? That's kind of killer. Lowering special defense? The problem is we're losing a lot of power. Maybe. If it wasn't so kneecapped with low PP, I would consider it more. But I guess that's the gimmick, is like if it was higher PP, who on earth would bother? Everyone would just use it in place of Psychic. But that's my idea, at least. Thunderbolt's also a strong candidate. So I think it's going to be Calm Mind, Psychic, Dragon Claw, and then Ice Beam as my last one. The problem is that that leaves me pretty vulnerable to water types, but this goes the other way around too, is that if I pick Electric, now all ground types are kind of trouble, especially Claydol. Claydol is actually a problem. So you sort of have to pick your poison for that one, whether you want to be better into, or which one you're fine with being worse. Fine with being worse to ground and flying, or for water. Because you're also worse for grass, too. But you do have such strong neutral dragon and psychic. It's really not that bad. I think ice is cooler of the two. Ice suits Latios a little bit better. It is a shame he doesn't get a fire move, though. And there's Surf. Could always consider Surf. Surf is like trash in doubles, though. It's just not good. Because you get reduced damage because it's a spread move. And I know one of the later gens changed it so that you also hit your teammate, which means that you could run like a water absorb guy and heal them with Surf. There's probably some crazy strats involving that. But that's not really an option back in Gen 3. We can't really do that. I guess you could target your teammate who has water absorb. The Pooch is back. That was a pretty long stretch without any, though. Got most of my KOs out of the way. Oh, why did I say that? Now it's gonna take quite a while to get our last two. I wonder if Latios learns Thief. It's, I think, a bit too epic of a move to really be running seriously, but for doubles, it's kind of cool. Kind of like that for doubles. A lot of Pokemon are very threatening because of whatever hold item they have. I've also been contemplating changing my Clefable set. Right now, I've still got Meteor Mash, so my moveset is Soft Boils, Body Slam, Follow Me, and Meteor Mash. Only holding on to Meteor Mash because as soon as I erase it, I never get it again, because it's a move only Clefairy learns. So I don't want to just drop it. I really think it's cool, and I do have decent attack on my Clefable. But I think, being truthful, it would be better to have a different move. I think I'm between two ideas. One is because I'm currently holding Bright Powder, so we continue with Bright Powder and we teach Double Team for maximum epic, most annoying Pokemon set you can imagine. we just use follow me and double team and hopefully cheese out some wins. The other one is I was considering leftovers with protect. And leftovers is not that useful in doubles. I don't think very many Pokemon run it because you're not going to have enough turns to really benefit. So I sort of shot down the idea. Oh, do I have yeah, I need one more drug to feed my Latios. Did I sell that HP up? I sure hope I didn't. Yes. Actually, you know what's another thing we're gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna go check our what moves we can be taught. So if we go down here, there's no girl in the way. She's like kind of moved in this one. Well, let's check our stat first. Yeah, train surf right here. We're at 119. And then when we apply an HP up, so that maxes out all of our EVs. We should have all of our EVs applied. 136, so that means I'm an 11, not a 13. That's, you know, really doesn't matter. It went for it stupendously. Here's the effort ribbon. We did it. We EV trained Latios. We got him. He's not going to benefit from that HP. Maybe he could have for his other stats. But this is what we're going with. Pretty killer special attack. Really hard to argue with that. The rest of the stats are all the same. And then speed is 136, which it's a little slow. He is a little bit slow. But it's not that hard to re-EV him. If I decide that I do want to try a bulky set, which I don't think I'm going to, it's probably not worth it. Okay, let's see what moves are available. Does he learn? Because if he learns Calm Mind, then I'm not taking that TM. What do you guys think this guy does with heart scales? He's starting a collection. Is he like... Refresh is kind of nice. That's kind of cool. He doesn't learn Dragon Claw. Well, that's not that bad. Name Raider show. Oh, it's the Latios I just nicknamed. Wow. Well, I do appreciate anybody that did stick around to watch this little bit of a train wreck. I was definitely unprepared for this stream. I was just so juiced, so excited when I got the shiny earlier today. I figured, yeah, you know, we'll stream tonight. We'll just do that tonight. That'll be fun. And I was underprepared, you could say, but it all worked out. We got our EV trained shiny Latios, and this is the cool thing I wanted to show off. If are you ready for a rematch? Yeah. I should have turned on animations. What am I doing? Hang on. We're doing this properly. Latias in the party? She is not. I'll need to use Full Beat. So I'll need to give him the EXP share, or the Macho Ray, excuse me. So we'll leave the EXP shares on this file. Are you kidding me, dude? That was an RNG one? No way. Okay, we will be talking to the news crew. Do you think they're up there? I'm betting on them being over here. I can't believe that. That was such a hilarious instance. You guys want to know a secret? Just for you guys, for sticking around and watching my... Oh, geez, I don't want to... Do you have more than one Pokemon? This is all just for fun. If you have more than one, I'm going to be a little annoyed. Okay, you got two, but I can sweep easily. Oh, we gotta see Luster first. Anyways, just as a nice little treat, a nice little snack for you guys for putting up with my hilarious stream, there's a cool little secret I'm going to show you guys after this, once this battle concludes. But maybe it is worth running Luster Purge, just for the rare chance of a lower special defense, but I guess Psychic has the same. Anyways, you want to know a secret? There's a little sign here, right? Oh, that way to Fortree City, where you came from. You know, there's a Kecleon hidden back here. You know, there's a little friend. That's always funny. They're back there. All right. We'll do that and then call it. I just wanted to do a cool double battle to throw out both the shiny Latios. Because this is my first time ever as a shiny hunter, like, completing a set of legendaries. I guess, you know, it's a set of 2. It's not that impressive, but I think it's neat. I think it's cool. Oh, you know what else? We could use the rat. The rat has a Rock Smash. No Geodude, no Geodude. Nice. Man, that's pretty cool. Look at how different the white is on Latias. That's awesome. Yeah, as I said, I appreciate anybody who stuck around. I think most of the watchers of my streams are watching in the VOD, so hello from the past, but this definitely did not play out like I thought, but I appreciate anybody who did watch. So